My next guest pitched in all or parts of 8 seasons with 4 clubs, including 3 with the Pirates. He's my all-time favorite former Pirate, Bill Landrum. A belated happy birthday and solar eclipse. You survived both of those, didn't you?
I did. I came out like a shining new dime. I feel better in my 60s than I did in my 50s, actually.
Bill, do you think turning 60 for an athlete's any more difficult than it is for the average person?
I think turning 40 probably is bigger than 60 because at 40 I was 3 years out of baseball, but 60, heck, I'm 20 years out of baseball. But as a non-athlete now, anymore, I just think of I can say what I want. I don't have to sugarcoat anything. Able to speak my mind and my piece, and then all they can say is he's a crazy old man.
How do you feel about talking about your days of playing? Do you sort of get tired talking about it?
You know, my friends really don't bring it up too much. I don't really watch a whole lot of baseball. I don't go to a lot of college baseball alumni reunions. The last time I played, I was like 45 in an alumni game at South Carolina, and it was a young kids event and trying to bat and pitch against guys that were in their late 20s and early 30s, and the eyes aren't quite as good as they used to be. And I tell you what, I'd move on to the pontoon on the lake and just slow down a bit.
Did you keep any memorabilia?
Unfortunately, I didn't really collect a lot of it. I just assumed that always, when you're there, you don't think about leaving a game as much as you think about being in the games. I do have a couple pictures when I was with the Cubs. I got a picture of me with Goose Gossage and Rick Sutcliffe that I cherish. Some of my team pictures. I never was a big collector of things. Unless I bump into an old baseball guy from college or minor leagues, I really don't talk baseball too much anymore. Unless it's with Joe Shooter.
You go back to your younger days before you signed a professional contract. At what point did you say, wow, I can make a baseball do some different things? Were you 13 or 14?
My little league days, I was a stud. I threw hard and I was a little taller than most kids. I'd have one pitch and that was a fastball. And I just reared back and threw it right by everybody. I threw probably 3 no-hitters a season. But then in college, I didn't throw but probably 87, 88. I was a skinny kid. It wasn't until I was out there, I was 25 years old, that I started putting on some weight and got where I could throw the ball a little harder. So kind of experienced both ends of the spectrum. It took me a little bit longer in age to mature. It wasn't until I was in my late 20s that I started throwing at my heart.
You look back at your times of playing, and you never had a big ego. I knew you when you played for the Pirates. Did a lot of that have to do with your dad, who played professionally, didn't squander your money, you seemed to appreciate what you were doing? Is there a reason for that?
Well, I'm sure he is definitely, I know he's a reason for it. I mean, he just always instilled these quirky little sayings like, son, you meet the same people on the way up as you do on the way down. In other words, so don't get too big for your britches. He was always just full of wise sayings. Some of them I didn't even understand until I heard them all my life. And then one day at 25 or 6 or 7 or whatever, I just all of a sudden woke up and understand what he meant by saying them. He was a very modest, humble guy. And fortunately, maybe some of that rubbed off on me. Plus, I don't think I was that great of a talent where I could afford to be cocky because I couldn't back it up. So I won't let a sleeping dog lie instead of waking him up.
A player for the Pirates told me that he's looking forward to retirement because he'll be able to enjoy summer. If you play professional baseball, you really don't have a summer, do you?
Oh, yeah. When I got done playing ball, I was rehabbing a knee surgery and an elbow surgery at the same time. And after that, a year later, I went to Lubbock, Texas, and was a player pitching coach to see A, if I had anything left, and B, if I wanted to get into coaching. Yeah, I realized that right quick that I didn't have the resilience to be a pitcher anymore. But bottom line is a double hitter on 4th of July on AstroTurf wasn't the same as water skiing and having a couple beers at a party on Lake Murray. It was an easy transition for me to get out of baseball and enjoy a summer at home on the lake or at the beach.
You were in movies, right?
3 movies. I had the privilege of being the assistant baseball coordinator in a movie called Summer Catch, which starred Jessica Biel and Freddie Prinze Jr. and Matt Littler, which was about a Cape Cod summer college baseball team. It was kind of a love story, baseball story at the same time. Then the second movie was filmed down in Texas, A Rookie with Dennis Quaid. And the third movie was Mr. 3000 with Bernie Mac. All of those guys and girls were impressive. Dennis Quaid and Bernie Mac especially, they didn't want to double doing any of their work. They were really proud and wanted to do their work and have their work shown the film and not a doubles. Jessica Biel played soccer in high school and she was a pretty good athlete. I enjoyed time spent with her and watching her pitch a little bit. Freddie Prinze Jr., he did a good job. I enjoyed all 3 of those movies. It was probably more of a learning experience for me than it was for the actors.
They're long days, though, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, gosh. It was, oh, man, 3.5 months of filming, anywhere from 10.5 to 14-hour days, every day, 6 days a week.
Well, let's talk about one of your favorite subjects, and that's about your dog Brewski and about dogs in general. Why do you love dogs so much?
Oh, I don't know. I grew up with dogs. I always had big dogs and little dogs in the house, big dogs out in the yard, and horses. I always had a lot of animals at the house, chickens, goats. I had 3 siblings and had a twin brother and an older brother. And we were always riding bikes out in the country and going swimming in creeks. The dogs were always with us. They were like an extension of our family. They would go with us as kids, and I guess mom and dad felt good about it because they protect us from other dogs or other people or animals. And they were always with us. We went to the lake, dogs went with us. And we actually had one goat that went with us too. He was like a dog. He was raised by dogs. He would ride in the car and stick his head out the window like a dog. Dogs have always been a part of our family, and we've always treated them as people. They've always been just right by my side ever since I was a youngster.
You had an interesting comment about the spelling of the word dog.
Dog spelled backwards is God, and I'm not saying a dog is equivalent to God. I'm just saying I think dog is man's best friend. They're more compatible than a cat. I don't dislike cats, but I'm not a cat owner. The old saying that dogs have masters and cats have servants rings true with me.
You also had a bumper sticker about what your dog thinks about you on your truck.
I hope I'm as good a person as my dog thinks I am. That rings true because they're always happy to see. And 2 dogs at my feet right now. I'm sitting on my back porch. Beautiful day down here, by the way. It's about mid-70s with a cool breeze blowing across the back deck. And I got Brewski and a little puppy at my feet, just raring to go. Dogs are good people.
Talk about the eclipse. Of course, you're in Columbia, South Carolina. You were one of the areas where the eclipse lasted about 2.5 minutes. Where were you and what was going on?
We had a group of people. My twin brother family came down from Indianapolis, and we had a boatload of people that went and watched the eclipse on the lake. Gosh, Columbia, I tell you, it was like they say 700,000 to 1 million people coming from all over the world to Columbia, South Carolina, to watch this during the eclipse. It was a tremendous thing to see. We were out on the lake swimming and enjoying the view and having a couple of beers and stuff. It lasts 2 minutes and 48 seconds in Columbia. I got some good pictures of it. I'll have one framed and put on the wall of my house.
Hey, Bill, some final questions. You told me one time about the end of your career. You said, I was tired of baseball and baseball was tired of me. What did you mean by that exactly?
Oh, man, I was burnt out. I did something I played since I was 6 years old, I guess. I wasn't a shoe-in, can't-miss type talent. I was a borderline talent that had to work real hard all season, every day, 365 days a year to maintain the ability just to stay there. The work I put in that 1989 season, my best year, the mental work. I got tired of preparation that I had to do to get myself ready to pitch one darn inning of baseball 3 or 4 nights a week. It wore me out. It just wore me down. So when my stuff became less than what it needed to be in the big leagues, by that time I was tired of trying to make chicken salad out of chicken manure, I guess. So I was ready to retire.
And of course, you got to produce, and they get tired of players, and it's time to move on, right?
Oh, yeah. Your lifespan is, I envy a musician or a golfer, and they can play, a musician can play up to his 60s, 70s, 80s. Baseball, you got a very short, although when you're in it, you don't think that way. You think you're going to play it forever. But in reality, you got a short window to make your money and to be good or, whatever your goals are and to accomplish your goals, and then it's gone. When I played, I think the average retirement age in baseball, if you made it to the big leagues and had a long career, was probably 34 years old. That's not very old.
Hey, last thing, Bill, what's the future for you? You seem to enjoy life. You're living well. What's the future?
Gosh, I don't know. Hope it's good, though. I don't know. Right now, I just stay busy. I'm either at my dad's house. He's 89 and, up in age, and I'll spend more time with him, or else I'm doing yard work, or I'm hunting. It depends on what time of year it is. I don't know what the future holds. I just hope it's good stuff.